which is of course it's nakakalungkot. It's frustrating, but at the same time, if you have this certain level of understanding kasi you would really understand the situation. I mean, everything's so unpredictable now. Kaya talagang we took a step back and we really tried to understand the whole situation. And what's nice is that it's not shelved. It will still push through. We're gonna be actually on Saturday they're gonna set the meeting with us for our taping for our resume ng lock-in. If I'm not mistaken, I think we're gonna be locked in last quarter of this year or January next year for Love You Stranger. But it will definitely push through pa rin.
Follow up ko lang, pero nakapagsimula na kayo dati?
Yes. We started our last lock-in was May. Tapos doon na nag-stop.
I see. Aabangan pa rin naman namin yan. Ang next question ko naman ay, syempre, ang Encantadia ang sabi mo nga kanina, most memorable project mo. Syempre, evident din na kung gaano naging ka-close mo yung mga kapatid mo sa Encantadia, ang mga sangre, sina Glyza, Kylie, and Sanya. Kumusta na ang relationship mo with them 5 years after Encantadia? Isa-isa.
Sige. Si Kylie, actually, nakaka-text ko pa rin siya just recently, when we all heard the news, kinamusta ko siya. I made sure na pinaabot ko sa kanya yung pagmamahal ko and my support to her. So yun, on a personal level pa rin naman. Si Glyza naman, kasama ko siya every week sa All Out Sundays. So we constantly see each other and magka-dressing room kami ni Glyza. So Glyza has been a good instrument sa akin when it comes to my music. Isa siya sa mga nag-push sa akin na, sige, kanta ka lang. Or nung time na gumawa ako ng music noong 2017, she was one of the first few people who believed in me na kaya kong gumawa ng kanta. So yun, up to now talaga, ngayon kasi nasa Spain si Glyza. So, ako nakapunta na akong Barcelona before the lockdown. So, nanghingi siya ng reco sa akin. Binigyan ko siya ng mga magagandang puntahan sa Barcelona. So, yun, very, very close kay Glyza. And of course, si Sanya. Si Sanya yung pinaka malapit ko sa age, malapit sa age ko sa aming apat. Very, very warm pa rin kaming dalawa whenever we see each other. On All Out Sundays, on different dinner events. Talagang we still manage to be close sa isa't isa. And not just that, the whole group, buhay na buhay pa rin yung Viber group namin sa Encantadia. Nakakatawa nga parang hindi ko nga namalayan na 5 years na pala yun. Grabe, no?
Yes, 5 years na. And follow up ko doon, ang dami-dami pa rin hanggang ngayon na public clamor tungkol sa season 2 ng Encantadia. Sayang nga, kung nauna lang sana si Khalil, at naging Khalil siya sa Encantadia na anak mo. Di ba?
Totoo naman. Pero medyo weird yun. Pero sige.
Okay. Thank you, Gabby. Congratulations.
Thank you po. Thank you.
Thank you, Kuya Janelle. Next question naman from Mr. James Miguel of Showbiz Ganap.
Sorry. Hi, Gabby.
Hi, James. Kumusta na?
Okay naman. Ito yung congrats pala sa pag-renew ng network contact mo with GMA. Yung first question ko, kasi bilang super busy mo and syempre may podcast kayo ni Khalil, then
yes.
All About Life, then meron pa kayong food show, tas individual YouTube channel nyo pa, then ayun nga, may mga lock-in tapings pa kayo. What keeps you going nowadays?
What keeps me
going? Your
family. What keeps me going siguro, sorry, taray ng eyeliner ni Madam James. Sabi ni Albert, true. Dinaig yung eyeliner ko, cute lang yung eyeliner ko. Anyway. Ayun, what keeps me going siguro, really would be my motivation talaga sa sarili ko. Number one would be my family. They kept me going all throughout the years. Talagang They have been so supportive sa lahat ng gusto kong gawin. Number two would be, yun nga, yung dating nangarap na little girl. Na ngayon, I'm living the dream of that little girl. So, siguro my dreams are keeping me going. Talagang, I have no complaints. I'm just really, really grateful for GMA Artist Center and GMA. And of course, ang aking friends and si Khalil. They have been so supportive, lalo na si Khalil. He has been by my side through ups and downs. Tsaka talagang he's my person talaga. He's my go-to person. So, laki-laki niyang factor kung bakit ako nagpapatuloy in everything that I do.
Follow-up lang, kasi di ba no last na nakita tayo sa mall, napagkwentuhan natin, sabi mo, mag-lock and taping kayo. Ikaw ba personally, mas prefer mo yung lock and taping going forward kahit matapos na yung pandemic? Why and why not?
You know what? Surprisingly, at first actually, medyo nag-aalangan ako sa lock-in because 'di ba ang tagal mong mawawala, may hiwalay ka sa family mo, and of course, hindi ka makakatanggap ng ibang work because you're locked in. But you know what? Now, I kind of prefer it because buo na lahat, buo na yung script. You'll be working with these people every day. Mas makakapasok ka sa zone ng character mo. So yun, more than anything talaga, I appreciate it na buo na yung script pagka naka-lock in ka. Buo na yung storya, may target airing at may target end ng serye. Kumbaga, fixed siya. So yun.
And yung last question ko, kasi bilang isa ka sa mga super outspoken na artist na nakalala ko through your social media, how do you deal with bashers and negative comments? Like, paano mo siya pinaprocess and how do you react?
Okay, I can't say that I don't react because sometimes I do, and everybody knows that. Siguro it depends on the comment. When I see that the comment is pure nonsense, when I see that the comment is not really kumbaga walang bearing sa buhay ko, I just don't mind it. But once I see a comment that will affect not only me but also my followers who will be reading it, that might have a bad takeaway from that comment, I would respond in a very reasonable and in a very smart way. Not just to voice out my opinions or to let my emotions out, but to also send out a message na these days you have to practice respect when it comes to social media.
Ayun lang, thank you so much and looking forward to project mo and with Khalil.
Thank you, James.
Thanks,
Pack
Kuya
na pack
James.
daw yung eyeliner mo.
Next question naman from Miss Bedeline Aguas of bbAguas.com.
Hello po.
Hello po.
Yan. Hello. Bali, ang question ko lang is regarding sa mga fans. Kung yung ngayong pandemic, paano ka nakikipag-interact ngayon sa mga fans mo?
Yes. Yun nga, this pandemic, diba, it's been so hard for us to have fan meets, mga get-together. So ngayon, every time may special occasion, and if we all have the time, I make sure to meet them kahit via Zoom, virtually. And also, constantly we create content like the podcast, the vlogs, to keep them updated, 'di ba? Para namang baka kasi ma-feel nila na iwan sila sa ere kasi nag-pandemic. I make sure that I constantly produce and create content for them. And yun nga, from time to time, ang dami na kasing ways ngayon eh. You can tweet them, you can have a Q&A on your IG story. Ayun, yun yung mga ginagawa ko po.
Sa tingin mo ba, malaki yung nabago? Yung before pandemic, tapos ngayon, yung support nila sa'yo. And sa tingin mo, mas marami ba yung project mo ngayon na may pandemic or just compare noon?
I'm grateful for my fans kasi kahit na nag-pandemic, siguro kahit lumindol pa o bumagyo, lagi silang nandyan. And I'm really, really grateful kasi hindi sila nangiiwan. Hindi lang yun eh, they constantly check on me also. For example, may nabasa silang malungkot na tweet, ayan na, magti-tweet na sila na kamusta, I hope you're doing well. Yung on a personal level, hindi lang dahil na artista, tapos fan, hindi eh. Talagang they take their time to really ask you kamusta ka, which I really appreciate. When it comes to projects naman, nung pre-pandemic tsaka ngayon, I'm actually grateful na hindi ako nag-stop magtrabaho. Siguro nung simula lang nung pandemic, kasi lahat naman actually tayo nawalan ng work nung simula. But after that, tuloy-tuloy pa rin talaga yung work ko with GMA and Artist Center. That's why I'm really, really grateful. Tuloy-tuloy pa rin yung work, mapa AOS, mapa shows, or mapa social media postings. Kumbaga buhay pa din talaga ng pandemic, which I'm really, really grateful.
Yun lang. Thank you and congrats do sa bagong project.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Bedolin. Next question naman from Mr. Michael Alamasen of Bixbus. So babasahin niyo yung questions niya for you. First question is, kumusta ang experience bilang host ng Itbulaga?
Host ng Eat Bulaga, naku, ang saya-saya. Very, very easy to work with everybody. It was just a breeze working with the staff, the hosts, lahat. If given a chance, I would like to do more hosting for them. Kasi napakasaya lang. It doesn't feel like work at all. Lalo na yung kulitan namin nila Kuya Jose and Wally and Kuya Ryan. Si Kuya Jose and Wally kasi I've worked with na sa Sunday Pinasaya. That's why we kind of know the dynamics of each other. And kahit off kami, saya-saya lang, napakagaan sa set na yon.
And the last question na is, love na love niya raw ang mga post mo about sa shoes. And when did your love for shoes first begin?
Oh my God, napansin pala nila yun, no? Napapansin pala yun, no? Pero talaga love ko talaga yung shoes ever since I was a kid. Ako yung tipong fashionista na I would just go for like a plain white shirt and jeans, pero yung shoes ko maganda. Kailangan maganda. I feel like it's a statement when you have good shoes, and it's really one of my guilty pleasures. Nahahappy ako just with my shoes, and siguro it serves also as a reward. Every time I have a project, I treat myself with shoes, or kunyari nag-travel ako sa ibang bansa, meron akong mga shoes na may storya. Like for example, this one, I got this in Paris when I shot my mega cover. This one, when I went to London nung pumunta for a brand deal, for a brand work. So yon, yung mga shoes ko may storya sila lahat.
Thank you, Gabby. And thank you, Kuya Michael, for the questions. And next question naman natin from Mr. Chad Solis of the Manila Feed.
Hi, Gabby. Congratulations.
Hi po, thank you so much po.
Ayan. Actually, I love your vlog. Nanonood ako ng Front Seat Foodies. Di ba? Yung may pakanta-kanta pa kayo doon.
True.
Ayun, na-excite ako, Gabby, actually doon sa narinig ko na open ka sa idea ng isang GL series. Kasi fan ako ng mga BL series. Kaya parang something yun sa akin, yung GL series. Parang wala pa ako napapanood na gano'n. So, saan naggaling yung idea yon? And sino, if ever, gusto mo makasama?
Well, nanggaling yung idea na yun kasi I'm a proud ally of the LGBTQA. I'm a very, very proud and I'm a vocal supporter of the LGBTQA. And I have lots of friends and families who belong to the community. And, I want to represent them. And I want to take on a challenge as well. And I came from an all-girls school. So very, very familiar with the dynamics and how it is, So yon, for my sino yung mga dream kong makasama sa isang GL series. Sa GMA, yun nga, feeling ko parang carry kami ni Sanya.
Ay, correct. Oo.
Game. Oo, parang game ako doon. And I also saw the photos of Kylie and Andrea in the GL series, which is like exciting also. So yun, I feel like it's about time to represent them also on TV. Nauna na yung The Rich Man's Daughter, diba? So we hope to see more of like that to represent them.
Yeah, actually kilala ang GMA na gumagawa ng mga controversial na mga series. So for sure, magkakaroon yan in the future. And if ever ba, okay kay Khalil yung idea na magkaroon ka ng GL series, na pag-uusapan niyo ba to?
Oo naman, no? Tsaka nagka-BL na rin siya sa Too Cool to Be Forgotten. Ano siya lang? Pero yun, pwede, oo naman, full support yun actually sa kahit ano naman na gusto kong gawin. Very, very full support siya. Baka nga siya pa yung mamili ng gusto niyang leading lady ko.
Si Sanya ba aware na gusto mo magkaroon ng
Alam
GL
mo,
with her?
hindi pa ata. Baka magulat siya pag nabasa niya yung mga write-ups. Ayun. So, tingnan natin.
Correct. And for my next question, since nabanggit mo kanina about the Miss Universe na dream mo, since right now sobrang pinag-uusapan ang Miss Universe Philippines, any bet? Meron ka bang niro-root na candidate or sinusuportahan?
You know what? I haven't gone through all the candidates. But ang dami kasing dark horse this year eh. Like ang daming promising na talagang sikat na sikat on social media, but you know, I can't say who my bet is kasi ang dami ding dark horse. So magkakaalaman lang talaga once it's the finals na. Kapag rampahan na talaga ng finals, siguro dun ko masasabi kung sino talaga yung bet ko. Kasi not until walang makukoronahan, everybody has a chance. Everybody has a chance to improve. So, yun. Let's just wait for the final date.
Thank you, Gabby, and congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, Kuya Chad. Second to the last question naman will come from Mr. John Bueno of Cumagao.
Hi, Gabby. Good afternoon.
Hi, Sir John.
Yeah, I'm really, really happy for what's happening with your career right now. My question is actually connected to, of course, Khalil. Has he in some way influenced what you're taking on in your career per se?
Yes, of course. Big chunk of influence. From the get-go, he has always pushed me to create, tell a story. So when it comes to creating, I found myself in content creation. So he has pushed me to create something on social media, which is now our podcast and Front Seat Foodies. He has pushed me to start a vlog. Talagang he has been so present in my career, in the current state of my career. And yun eh, we help each other grow individually also. It doesn't mean that he's pushing me, kailangan siya din sasama. No eh. It's more of a helping hand and helping each other grow in this industry.
What difficulties did you have prior to actually him encouraging you with regards to, of course, content creation? Were you too shy to actually do that at first?
Actually, no eh. It wasn't about being shy. It was more about I don't know where to start. Like, I don't know where to start. I don't know how to do it. I don't know what are the right equipment. I don't know what content to put out. So he gave me more of the direction. Na, oh, I think you're good in this. Oh, I think a great content for you would be this. So he kind of paved the way for me when it comes to content creating.
And now that you're actually doing the vlogs and, of course, the podcast, what difficulties have you encountered as far as thinking of the topics that you're gonna do on each episode?
Yes, that's also a difficult aspect when it comes to podcasting. Every episode, because it's really every topic for the episode, because it's really crucial. You have to be responsible on what to put out there. You have to be responsible when it comes to your words. But besides that, it's also hard. Siguro the behind the scenes, since we are a two-man team. Khalil sets up everything. We have a 3-cam for our podcast and our mics. We have an individual mics then, and an individual recorder. So he's in charge of all the technical side, and I'm in charge of the banners, the posters. So it's really a two-man team. So it's more on helping hand in hand. It's a give and take kind of passion project. So at the same time, we are also enjoying. Kaya we're not burnt out kasi
Mhm.
we enjoy.
As far as editing goes, who actually rules? Like, are you more ruthless than Khalil in taking out, content that's not fit for a particular episode?
Siguro when it comes to editing naman, we have an editor kasi all we do is just to revise it and to pinpoint what to put out there and what not to put out there. When
Mhm.
it comes to being careful and sensitive with the words that we are saying, siguro it's more in the both of us kasi we have a different perspective when it comes to what is sensitive and what is insensitive.
Mhm.
So yeah, he has his own input and I have my own input. Sometimes we have the same opinions and sometimes meron din kaming mga pinuput out na parang, oo nga no, di ko naisip yan. So good thing that we collaborate on that. So we make sure talaga that whatever content we put out there is, nakailang revisions, safely monitored, and also, sends out a strong message as well.
I know you guys are like taking it easy as far as your relationship is concerned, but have you ever talked about it? Getting
Marriage.
married? Mhm.
Well, of course, it's always there. I think kasi in every relationship, di ba, what's the point of getting into a relationship if that's not your end goal? I think you're just wasting time if that's not your end goal.
Wow.
So for us, of course, we get to talk about it sometimes. I'm not gonna lie, but it's not happening soon at all. We still have our individual dreams. He has his own dreams, and we're definitely not yet ready. So, when it comes to marriage, siguro, tsaka na yun. But we're not denying naman na we don't talk about it. Diba?
With regards to Khalil, how was he prior to you getting into a relationship? And how do you think he has changed now?
Khalil kasi is a very, well, he has been single for, I think, 3 years ata prior to meeting me. So, when I met him, he's more of a shy, very introvert and very soft spoken. He doesn't thrive well when it comes to social events.
Mhm.
Kasi ako naman, on the other hand, I'm a social butterfly. I can easily talk to people. I can make friends, 'di ba, easily. So siguro that helped him also, I guess. Prior to meeting him kasi, he has his ang dami niyang anxiety sa ulo niya, ang dami niyang, he overthinks a lot whenever he tries to approach a person. Now, he's more flexible. He has more confidence when it comes to social events. So, yun naman. Vice versa naman, he also helped me through a lot of difficulties when it comes to trying to sit down and to listen. He taught me how
Mhm.
to listen. And
Right.
I taught him how to talk. Parang ganon.
All right. Actually, I had a chance to interview him like a couple of years ago during a Regal set visit.
Mhm.
During that time, I felt that he wasn't aware that he was actually good looking. Did you have that impression of him as well?
Alam mo, I feel like that aspect made me fall in love with him even more. He's
Uh,
not the type of guy who who thinks of himself as very guapo. He's not.
mhm.
Sometimes I really have to tell him, "No, yung guapo mo today, and he appreciates that. Pero he's not conscious of his look. He's not vain, and he just, prefers to be low key.
All right. Can't wait to see more things from you guys. Congratulations again on signing up with GMA again, Gabby. Have
Thank
a wonderful
you.
afternoon. Bye.
Thank you, Sir John.
Thanks, Kuya John. Last question naman natin this afternoon will come from Miss Ali Pandez of whatsup.ph.
Fees or without a fee, as long as you
Hi,
purchase
Gabby.
Hello.
Hi.
in one
I'm so happy.
shot.
So yung
Alright, so
question ko,
again, these
how
are some of the things that we've introduced since the last time we met.
Yeah. How does it
And,
feel to have a new
offer good
platform with
again,
Khalil
offer
na
operational
na-share
efficiencies
nyo
and
yung
making
hobbies
sure that
nyo,
we're
yung
always looking
words of
out for what
inspirations nyo,
our
especially sa
customers
youth.
will
Like
need.
me na
What is
pinapanood
the,
and pinapakinggan ko yung podcast and videos nyo.
articulated
How does it
and
feel na meron kayong nai-inspire na tao throughout your words and
in the next
videos
slide,
na pinopost?
Yes, it's inspiring actually. For our listeners na nai-inspire, at the same time kami rin nai-inspire to create more content. It also it's overwhelming, the reactions, the messages we get every time we release an episode. Also we are grateful for the platform, nowadays it's so easy to access the lives of each other. It's so easy to inspire people. It's so easy to motivate people. It's so easy to send out a good outlook in life. And through podcasting and through creating videos, we get to do that. So it's really inspiring and it's really overwhelming. Really overwhelming. It pushes us to do more.
So yung how does it gives you the progress or ano yung mga naging inspiration nyo to pull off a podcast and the vlogs na in-upload ninyo?
Naging inspiration namin. We often watch videos and we listen to podcasts every now and then. Ang daming factor. Si Joe Rogan, siya yung isa sa mga pinaka-known na podcasters. Inspired us also. Megan and Mikael, we listen to their podcast as well. Slater and Chris, we also listen to their podcast. And we also guested in their podcast. So we were so inspired na parang, we often talk about life. We are very vocal on social media. Why not create a podcast? And we also tried doing a live stream on YouTube a year ago. Q&A lang with the fans, like a wine night lang, ganyan lang. And actually, it got a lot of views and a lot of people interacted with us. So, nagulat kami sa pagtanggap ng tao. That's why we decided to create a podcast. And we like talking about life. It's one of our main connections when we were dating. Yun yung pinagkaibahan sa lahat ng na-date niya and sa naging relationship ko is that we actually sit down and talk about life.
Yan lang. Thank you very much, Ms. Gabby.
Thank you. Nakakatawa yung chat box.
Thank you,
Nag-online class
Ali.
ka daw. Sorry.
We have one last question. Pahabol lang from Miss Kate at the heart of Random Republica.
Wala yata ako sa list. Hello, hi Gabby, hi again.
Hi, hello.
As I mentioned dun sa Regal interview natin, I've been following your vlog, specifically yung food trips nyo ni Khalil. I just wonder, how do you stay in shape? Kasi may times na parang sunod-sunod pa yung kinakainan nyo. Diba? How do you stay in shape?
You know what? It's a constant struggle for me actually prior to the vlog. Nung nag-pandemic, it's so hard for me to work out. And I'm not gonna lie, I also gained. I gained this pandemic, which is okay. I don't really mind. But for me to maintain my shape, even though I do food vlogs, siguro I just know when to control my food intake. Of course, pag nag-food vlogs kami, I can't really control that because, that's our content, food. So, imagine, titipirin mo yung kain mo, tapos food show ka, parang malabo naman ata yun. So, on the days that we don't shoot, talagang I watch what I eat. I recently switched to adlay. From white rice, which I super love white rice. Just ko, aking sakripisyo sa akin nung pag-give up ko ng white rice sa adlay. And I think it's working naman. And yun lang, being mindful of what you eat is number one. Besides, sa labas ng shooting days ng front seat. Kasi sa front seat talaga lamon kami.
Oo. Thank you. And last na, you mentioned kasi then kanina how grateful you are to GMA. And what if the GMA executives ask you, Gabby, ano yung gusto mong project? We'll produce it for you. Anything. What would that be?
Anything? Wow, ang hirap. Siguro, other than the GL series, I really want to create parang a movie serie na coming of age film. Coming of age film or series. I feel like kasi that's the genre na most of my ka-age watches. Yung mga ka-age ko, yun ang laging pinapanood. And I feel like we can touch so much people sa generation ko with that genre.
Congratulations and thank you. Thank you, Chester.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ate Kate, and thank you to all the bloggers for joining us this afternoon. But before anything else, Gabby, you may also promote your current and upcoming projects and your social media handles as well. At baka meron ka ring message sa fans mo.
Yes, first of all, I want to thank each and every one of you for being here. Thank you for spending time with me, and ang dami kasi dito from the start of my career present na. That's why I'm really really grateful kasi you also saw me grow. You were with me through ups and downs sa mga issues o sa mga winning days natin. Nandiyan kayo. So I just wanna say thank you. You guys saw me grow as a teenager to an adult. Ayun, and of course, on Saturday, ang Regal Studio presents 8:30 p.m. Ang title ng show, ang episode namin ay 1 million comments magjojowa na ako. Of course, I'll be with my partner Khalil Ramos and our good friend Manolo Pedrosa and of course Kat Galang. This is Regal Studio Presents, collaboration with GMA. And of course, All Out Sundays, every Sunday at 12 noon. You guys can see me there sing, dance, host, the other side of me. And syempre ang IRL, it's a show on GTV wherein I'm the host, I'm the main host. Sana panoorin rin po yun. And we have an upcoming mini-series ng Stories from the Heart. This coming November or December, I'm not sure yet, but we will be locked in this October. So I'm grateful for that na meron pa kaming mini-series kahit napatapos na ang taon, nabigyan pa rin kami. And of course, ang Love You Stranger, ang much-awaited Love You Stranger. Very, very good script from News and Public Affairs. It's gonna be our first full series kami ni Khalil next year. We will be locked in ng January. So I hope you guys watch act for that. And syempre yung mga passion project namin, Front Seat Foodies on YouTube. Season 2 will be starting this October 1. It's every Friday at 6 p.m. And also our podcast called Figure It Out with Gabby and Khalil. Every Thursdays at 12 noon on Spotify and 6 p.m. on YouTube. Ayun.